One word, my friends, winning. That's what you need to hear. We are winning. A lot. Kind of too much. To be honest, I'm getting tired of winning so much. Where's the conflict? Where's the crisis? How am I supposed to be such a doomer if we're just winning everything? Man, amazing. You know, those that are big into crypto, you see the crypto prices stabilizing or climbing. Those that have challenged the big hedge funds, the apes, as it were, have made tremendous sums of money. Those who have called out the establishment machine see more and more of their candidates getting elected. It doesn't mean we are not facing challenges. It doesn't mean that there is no conflict. It just means, my friends, winning. To quote Charlie Sheen. Take a look at this story from NBC News. California lawmakers vote to end travel ban to states with anti-LGBTQ laws. Aw, too bad. You tried. You played heavy-handed. It didn't work. Look at this subheader. The ban prevents elected officials, state workers, and university scholars from traveling to 26 states using state funds. It's amazing, isn't it? You see, this is what happened. They said, look at these states that are saying you can't mutilate kids and stuff. You can't travel there anymore. And then a bunch of their deals started going sour because we are controlling the economy now. We are taking it over. And so they were forced to end this ban and reinstate travel. It's how it works. You take a look at these big companies like Disney and Netflix getting woke, going broke. And what's going to have to happen? They're going to have to course correct or cease to exist. I'm fine with either. Take a look at this story. California may soon lift a ban on state-funded travel to states with anti-LGBTQ laws and instead focus on having an advertising campaign. Ooh. They started banning people from travel this weekend. The prohibition has prevented elected officials, state workers, and university scholars from traveling to more than half the country using the state's money. That has posed a significant challenge to sports teams at public colleges and universities, which have had to find alternative funding sources to pay for their road games in states like Arizona and Utah. It has also complicated some of the state's other policy goals, like using state money to pay for people who live in other states to travel to California for abortions. What? That exists. But here's what happens, my friends. More than half the country, they tried to play the game where they're like, you want to pass this law? Then we won't ever travel to your state. And now that half the country is on this path, they're saying, wait. Uh-oh. You see, you have no choice. Culture, it controls everything. Politics is downstream. And when you try to play these games but are losing the culture war, you eventually have no choice but to bring that money back. They were trying to withhold that money. They can't do it. I want to show you another area where we're winning. And this is constitutional carry. My friends, I do not appreciate nor entertain those who are saying that we are losing. Take a look at this map of where you're allowed to carry a gun openly. So this is actually a concealed carry map. Sorry, concealed carry. Because open carry, I think, is basically everywhere. Concealed carry permits are no longer required in more than half the country. That's right. If you're a resident, you can legally get a gun and carry it, put it in a holster and cover it up, conceal it. And you don't got to do anything else. The Constitution is your permit. You notice there's only one little red spot right there? New Mexico. Carry illegal, permits not issued. But you know what's funny? Even though they're saying that, and they shouldn't, to be completely honest, because it is not correct to say the governor does not have the right to decree these things, people are ignoring it anyway. And the backlash is bipartisan. That's right. It actually is. Democrats, leftists, conservatives, the right, libertarians, basically everyone said this is the losing play. This is what people need to hear. I'm sorry. I know so many people just want me to say the end is nigh. I get these people super chatting, being like, no, Tim, the Second Amendment's in danger. And it's like, dude, it was in danger, but we started winning. There's a map show. Look at this. I love showing this map where it shows 1986, 87, and one by one, states start becoming constitutional carry. In 1993, only some places, they wouldn't give you a permit for a gun in most of these states. You couldn't have a gun in the 90s in Illinois at all. Look at this. By 2008 is going to be the best. That's DC versus Heller. The right to carry, 2008, and, well, no significant changes, but this is when constitutional carry starts to emerge. Illinois, holding, there it was. So why did it change in 2013 to shall issue? That's interesting. And now you can see all the green that's popping up is constitutional carry. This is called winning, my friends. This is open carry and concealed carry. We can see now that, let me show you this. As of September 2nd, 2023, Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, Florida, Georgia, Idaho, Indiana, Iowa, Kansas, Kentucky, Maine, Mississippi, Missouri, Montana, Nebraska, New Hampshire, North Dakota, Ohio, Oklahoma, South Dakota, Tennessee, Texas, Utah, Vermont, West Virginia, and Wyoming generally allow most law-abiding citizens to carry a loaded, concealed firearm without a permit. Winning. Certain states may impose additional restrictions on the legal right to carry. Yeah, we get that. On July 26, 2014, D.C. became a permitless carry jurisdiction for a few days when its ban on carrying a handgun was ruled unconstitutional, and the ruling was not stayed. The ruling stated that any resident who had a legally registered handgun could carry it without a permit, and non-residents without felony convictions could carry as well. The ruling was stayed on July 29, 2014. Following a victory in a class action lawsuit by the Damas de la Segunda Enmienda, ladies of the Second Amendment, in the Commonwealth of Puerto Rico, the Commonwealth of Puerto Rico's carry and licensing regulations were struck down, eliminating the requirement to obtain a permit. On October 31st, 2016, the Supreme Court of Puerto Rico denied a motion for reconsideration. Vermont does not have any provision for issue of concealed carry licenses, as none has ever been necessary nor constitutionally allowed. As such, Vermont residents wishing to carry handguns in other states must acquire a license from a state which is valid in their destination. All other constitutional carry states previously had concealed carry license requirements, blah, 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 blah. We like Vermont for that reason. That's why Bernie was always kind of middle of the road on gun control until he tried to run for president. Then he betrayed all of his constituents. But hey, that's Bernie for you. Because, Bernie was like, it's an urban versus rural issue. And he's mostly right. People in big, dense cities are scared of guns. If you live in New York and you hear a gun go off, that bullet's going somewhere bad. You live in the middle of nowhere, you hear a gun go off, you're like, neighbors maybe, target practice. I don't care. I hear the neighbors shooting all the time, and I'm like, I don't care. I know where those bullets are going. They're going to a backstop or something, or an animal, whatever. A gun goes off. We've had some scary things. We had someone's car got hit by a bullet. Yikes. That shouldn't happen, but that means someone did something wrong. In cities, nobody's doing target practice outside. So that I get. But Bernie basically turns around and he betrays everybody. But look at this one. I want to jump down to New Mexico. This is funny. More than half the country is now constitutional carry. Look at this. U.S. states with only permitless open carry. This is where it gets really crazy. Permitless open carry widespread. It's like the entire country. It's illegal in Florida, surprisingly, but I think they're moving towards constitutional carry anyway. Oh, that's right. Florida is concealed only. You don't need a permit, but the weapon has to be concealed. Okay. I mean, some people prefer that, but I think you should be allowed to just carry it. Open carry of long guns in the U.S. Yeah, basically the entire country. There are some states, New York, Illinois. This looks like, what is that? Tennessee is, Tennessee and Florida. That's interesting. You can't carry a long gun in Florida? That makes no sense. New Mexico. Open carry without a permit is generally permitted in New Mexico. Anyone 19 plus. Not anymore. Because, I should say it is. But this is the governor issuing an illegal decree. I think she should be criminally charged. And you can see here on the map, they did update this. I love this. They're right on cue. As soon as New Mexico decrees it, you can see New Mexico then makes Albuquerque, you can't carry guns. Nah, we don't play that game. My friends, the point is this. Across the board, the ideals that we value, liberty, freedom, meritocracy, are winning. It's just plain as day. Bud Light, Target, Sound of Freedom, and Richmond, north of Richmond. Disney, Netflix, they're losing money. They're losing subscribers. They're having to course correct because we're winning. Now, we still have a ways to go. We got to get rid of the NFA. We have to have constitutional rulings on the 14th Amendment, border security. This culture war is far from over, but it's fascinating to see all of this good news. And what this means is now is the point at which everyone yells charge. You're in the battle, right? And you've got two sides and they're staring each other down and there's trading blows and cannon fire. All of a sudden you see the enemy side, they break ranks. What do? Charge, you run forward. Now is the time to redouble all your efforts so we can end the culture war and establish and enshrine our constitutional republic, meritocracy, freedom to live, freedom to choose, and strong moral foundations. That's right. And let the degenerates cry all about it. I'll tell you, I got no beef if you're degenerate. You want to go gamble? You want to go bet on sports? You want to go to naughty clubs? Sure, just not for kids. I'm fairly libertarian in that regard. The left wants it all open and in front of children and just morally degenerate. Not every single one, but mostly. Not okay with that. And so, my friends, I bring you this segment. We're winning. I'll leave it there. Next segment's coming up tonight at 8 p.m. over at youtube.com/TimcastIRL. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you all then.